Hello there, and thanks for coming along with us on our scuba diving trip out near Islamorada in the National Marine Sanctuary. This trip was so that Vicky could go get her certification for scuba diving so that we could spend a little bit more time in the water and I didn't just take off alone on her to go scuba diving without her. But on this one I didn't get a lot of time to film her, so it's all going to just be the scuba diving that I did. It's going to start off here with kind of a deep dive. We went down and kind of did a little drift dive along some old bridge wreckage that they had dropped out here to create an artificial reef out in the sanctuary. And then we kind of zipped on past this guy and we ended up finding a little lobster trap with some lionfish that were deciding to hang out there, not too worried about anything around them at this point, but that's a lionfish for you. And after this, I'm just going to go along with the different sea life that we ran into across the multiple dives. So stingrays in a couple of different places here, which are always kind of fun to be able to film. They always come out really nice and on camera, totally harmless. Really don't like to hang around people. They will kind of take off if you get a little too close. Just like everything else underwater here. They don't really tend to hang around if they don't feel like they want to. So, and then after that, we ran into some green moray eels out here. They're always a little fun to watch and a little bit weird for undersea creatures. There's like big old snakes swimming around underwater here, but they do show up nice on camera when they're nice and bright and green like this. Now, when you do scuba dive down in Islamorada in the National Marine Sanctuary, you're going to find just tons of schools of fish and lots of different kinds of fish. It's just too much for me to even try and name, but as you go through here, you'll see all of the different species that we run into here. This is a typical day down here, so it's always fun to go messing around with them and swimming through them to see what you can do and have a little fun, at least while you're underwater. But after you're done playing with all of the fish down here, you will run into some larger fish, and there are a ton of nurse sharks down here. You're just about guaranteed to find a nurse shark as you're swimming around down here scuba diving, and they will come by and see you. They don't have any problems kind of swimming near the divers in the area, but they're not dangerous or anything like that in any way. They're actually fairly docile creatures, and they'll even show up in pairs from time to time like they do here. They'll kind of swim around with each other and come out of different places, but they're always fun to go diving with down here. And then last but not least, there is always a nice big sea turtle that you can run into. It's not always a thing, but they do exist. And then for part of this dive, we actually did a reef cleanup for the last day that we were down here, and the cleanup actually collected almost 200 pounds of actual trash off the reef. And then it's always time to come get something to eat after a scuba dive like that. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to like and subscribe.